Well, greetings, folks. Not that there's any folks out there yet, but when folks hopefully watch this video later, they'll hear that. Anyways, doesn't really matter if I don't have any viewers. I'm just abusing my privileges of having hangouts back again. Yay. Woot, woot. Anyways, I thought I might do. I've done these before, little readings out of books I've read and stuff, but this one's out of How We Decide. Oh, wow, that's really harsh, isn't it? Anyways, How We Decide by Jonah. Now, the pronunciation, I think, in German is Lehrer. Lehrer. It's like, yeah, anyways. So it's How We Decide. It's kind of, in a way, pop science-ish, but this guy's got some pretty good credentials behind him. Anyways, I thought I might read a bit about The Moral Mind, is chapter 6. It's kind of interesting because this is something that always comes up in every freaking discussion. Morality and such. So I thought it'd be interesting to let's go over this bit. Well, anyways, actually, before I do that, I think, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe this weekend. If I feel up to it, Saturday or Friday or Saturday night, I'm going to do a, I haven't done this in a long time. Get schnackered. I don't drink that often at all. I don't really care for it that much, but I was thinking of getting some tequila and seeing about how much I can polish off of a Mickey during a hangout. Friday or Saturday night, I don't know yet which night. We'll see if it happens, but maybe do that, get a little schnackered, and at the same time have you know, host a question and answer thing. Maybe, who knows? Who knows? We'll see if that happens. But onward and upward. Chapter 6 of How We Decide. The Moral Mind. When John Wayne Gacy was a child, he liked to torture animals. He caught mice in a wire trap and then cut them open with scissors while they were still alive. The blood and guts didn't bother him, neither did the squeals. Sadism was entertaining. This streak of cruelty was one of the few noteworthy facts of Gacy's childhood. In just about every other respect, his early years were utterly normal. He grew up in the middle-class suburbs of Chicago, where he was a Boy Scout and delivered the local newspaper. He got good grades in school, but didn't want to go to college. When his high school classmates were later asked what they remembered about Gacy, most couldn't remember anything. He blended in with the crowd. Gacy grew up to become a successful construction contractor and a pillar of the community. He liked to throw big summer barbecues, grill hot dogs and hamburgers, and invite the neighbors over. He dressed up as a clown for kids in the hospital and was active in local politics. The local Chamber of Commerce voted him Man of the Year. He was a typical suburban husband. Oh, I got one viewer. Woot woot. Anyways. So, the normalcy, however, was a carefully crafted lie. One day, Gacy's wife noticed a pungent odor coming from the crawl space underneath their house. It was probably just a dead rodent, Gacy said, or maybe a sewage leak. He bought a 50-pound bag of lime and tried to erase the smell, but the smell wouldn't go away. Gacy filled in the space with concrete. The smell still wouldn't go away. There was something bad underneath those floorboards. The smell was rotting bodies. On March 12, 1980, John Wayne Gacy was convicted of murdering 33 boys. He paid the boys for sex, and if something went awry with the transaction, he would kill them in his living room. Sometimes he killed one after he... Sorry. Yeah. It's been a long day. Sometimes he killed one after he raised his price. Oh, now I have 4 viewers. Now I gotta perform. Or if he thought the boy might tell somebody. or if he didn't have enough cash in his wallet. Sometimes he killed a boy because it seemed like the easiest thing to do. He put a sock in his mouth, strangled him with a rope, and got rid of the corpse in the middle of the night. When the cops finally searched Gacy's home, they found skeletons everywhere, underneath his garage or garage, in the basement, in the backyard, in the graves were shallow. In the graves were shallow, just a few inches deep. So, yeah, that's John Wayne Gacy. He was a psychopath. Psychiatrists estimate that, and that's not really a popular term as much anymore, but psychiatrists estimate that about 25% of the prison populations have psychopathic tendencies, but the vast majority of these people will never kill anybody. While psychopaths are prone to violence, especially when the violence is used to achieve a goal, like satisfying a sexual desire, their neurological condition is best defined in terms of a specific brain malfunction. Psychopaths make poor, sometimes disastrous, moral choices. Hang on. I'm going to see if this is where this is being played live. There she blows. What's this? Yeah. And I'm gonna go and see. I didn't have to put up a question and answer thing. Sorry folks. But that's just me. I'll do that. And I will, I don't know, if somebody wants to join, maybe I'll throw out the link, who knows. I'm just planning on doing this as a reading kind of thing. But if somebody wants to join, just leave a comment. I'm not going to make the link public at all because I don't trust anybody. Humans cannot be trusted with such things. Yeah. Anyways. So, onward. So he was a psychopath, moral choices. At first glance, it seems strange to think of psychopaths as decision makers. We tend to label people like John Wayne Gacy as monsters, horrifying examples of humanity at its most inhuman. But every time Gacy murdered a boy, killing him without the slightest sense of unease, he was making a decision. He was willingly violating one of the most ancient of moral codes, laws, thou shalt not kill. It's even more ancient than that, by the way. And yet Gacy felt no remorse. His conscience was clean, and he slept like a baby. I've never understood that. Don't babies wake up every 2 hours crying? I don't know. I guess he woke up every 2 hours crying. Psychopaths shed light on a crucial subset of decision-making that's referred to as morality. Morality can be a squishy, vague concept, and yet at its simplest level, it's nothing but a series of choices about how we treat other people. That's some people don't view it that way. Morality, some people view as trouncing upon God. But anyways, when you act in a moral manner, when you recoil from violence, treat others fairly, and help strangers in need, you are making decisions that take people beside yourself into account. You are thinking about the feelings of others, sympathizing with their states of mind. That is what psychopaths can't do. What causes this profound deficit? On most psychological tests, psychopaths appear perfectly normal. The working memory isn't impaired. They use language normally, and they don't have reduced attention spans. So otherwise, perfectly normal. In fact, several studies have found that psychopaths have above average IQs and reasoning abilities. Their logic is impeccable. But this intact intelligence conceals a devastating disorder. Psychopaths are dangerous because they have damaged emotional brains. Just like Gacy, just look at Gacy. According to a court-appointed psychiatrist, Gacy seemed incapable of experiencing regret, sadness, or joy. He never lost his temper or got particularly angry. Instead, his inner life consisted entirely of sexual impulses and ruthless rationality. He felt nothing, but planned everything. Gacy's meticulous criminal preparations are what allowed him to evade the police for so long. 33 people easily killed. Alec Wilkinson, A journalist who spent hours interviewing Gacy on death row described his eerily detached demeanor in the New Yorker. That's interesting. He evaded the police for so long, yet he was in the public spotlight so much. Gacy appears to have no inner being. Alec Wilkinson, a journalist who spent hours interviewing Gacy on death row, described his eerily detached demeanor in the New Yorker. Gacy appears to have no inner being. I often had the feeling that he was like an actor who had created a role and polished it so carefully that he had become the role and the role had become him. In support of his innocence, he often says things that are deranged in their logic, but he says them so calmly that he appears to be rational and reasonable compared to other murderers at the prison. Gacy seemed tranquil. Doesn't sound like a few apologists. And sometimes the way they speak and argue, I don't know. This sort of emotional emptiness is typical of psychopaths. When normal people are shown staged videos of strangers being subjected to pain, for example, receiving powerful electric shocks, they automatically generate visceral emotional reactions. Their hands start to sweat and their blood pressure surges. But psychopaths feel nothing. It's as if they were watching a blank screen. Most people react differently to emotionally charged verbs such as kill or rape than they do to neutral words such as sit or walk. But that's not the case with psychopaths. For them, the words all seem equivalent. When normal people tell lies, they exhibit the classic symptoms of nervousness. Lie detectors work by measuring those signals. Not that they're really that accurate. But psychopaths are able to consistently fool the machines. Dishonesty doesn't make them anxious because nothing makes them anxious. They can lie with impunity. When criminologists looked at most violent wife batterers, they discovered that those men become more and more aggressive, their blood pressure and pulse rates actually dropped. The acts of violence had a calming effect. Psychopaths have a fundamental emotional disorder, says James Blair, a cognitive psychologist at the National Institute of Mental Health, and co-authored The Psychopath, Emotion, and the Brain. You know when you see a scared face in a movie, and that makes you automatically feel scared too. Hang on. Let me sleep with coffee. I don't have coffee left. I still got 3 viewers. Hanging on by a thread. Where was I? You know when you see a scared face in a movie and it makes you automatically feel scared too? Well, psychopaths don't feel that. It's like they don't understand what's going on. This lack of emotion is what causes their dangerous behavior. They are missing the primal emotional cues that the rest of us use as guides when making moral decisions. There's a lot more. Let's see here. That's what I'm going to read for now. Hey, is there any anybody out there who wants to just join in? Where's the links here? There's the links. Event page. Video embed. We don't want no stinking video embed. Let's see here. What's the invite thing with this thing? Invite peoples. Add names from your circles here. Well, who's showing it? Start with this bum here. See if he's interested in joining us. Anybody else? Send me a G plus, whatever it is here. Send me something via G plus if you want to join in. We'll see what happens. This is my first hangout in 6 fracking months. The last hangout I had, yeah, it was just after Charlie Hebdo. Just after that whole catastrophe. 6 months. So Tara doesn't want to join. What a jerk. Let's see here. I wonder if this works. This used to work. See if that works. Oh, better not play anything that's actual real, or else Sony Germany will get on my back because they own everything. I wonder if Michael Jackson owns Sony Germany. He said no, he would. I have no friends. Well, maybe I'll shut her down. Do some more reading in a few more days. But I have a bit more energy. I thought I had a bit more energy than that. But frack, I'm tired. I had to walk almost like 10 kilometers today. As I missed the bus into town. But luckily, a friend happened by and picked me up, so I was swollen, or I was swollen. So nobody wants to join, eh? Anybody. Let me see if there's any comments. Any comments? No comments. Let's reload the page. What? Comments are disabled on this video? Oh my god. I'm shutting this down then. That sucks. That's stupid. What the fuck is up with that? What the fuck? Do I have to click some stupid button now in order to make comments? Oh, okay. Jesus. The first one it showed, it didn't. Never mind. God damn it. Anyways. I think I'm going to just shut it down. And I'll do some more reading. Yeah. Some other time. But remember, maybe this weekend. I think, yeah, Friday or Saturday. Don't know yet. I have to get the bottle of tequila or tequila first, and then have a drunken hangout. I haven't been drunk in many years, quite a few years. We'll see what happens. Good night. Let's die.